superstars, we actually do have a superstar in studio. A lot of people don't actually want to be called that because, no, I'm just starting off. But I believe that when you end up on VOW with King Sansa, you definitely are a superstar, right? He is in studio. We are actually going to speak a whole lot more about his music, where he comes from. I think that's where it all lies as well. Sometimes we generally meet people on the streets, or we definitely come across who they are in their music, and then we don't know who they are, where they come from, right? His parents gave him Tepo. That's his name. That's his name. Ne? Nobela. But then he decided to actually go with a different name. And I want you to introduce yourself, right? And tell me why that specific song, because there's a lot of names, right? But you decided to go with, is it Tirus?
Yes, Tirus.
Please tell me more about that.
Yeah, shout out for having me, first of all. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
You're most welcome. It's a pleasure. Tirus is actually a name that I didn't give myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really give yourself these nicknames,
Yeah.
It actually comes from my star sign, which is I'm a Taurus. I was born on the 10th of May.
Okay.
Yes, so we used to write these things in our school bags in primary school.
Yeah.
So it went from that, and the fact that I used to love computers, I'm basically one with a computer. So it went from Taurus the virus to Tirus the virus, and then eventually just Tirus. And that's how we end up here,
Yeah.
And Tepo, that's the name my mother had given me. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that I was born in Tepo Temba Hospital, but that's actually my first and second name.
Wow, that's incredible, man. So there's no literal meaning to Tirus.
Not at all, besides the fact that it's a mixture of a virus, because apparently I put virus in people's computers, so I wasn't allowed to, don't touch my computer. So yeah, it's that and my star sign. Other than that, there's no meaning. Besides, I think I've defined it now. It means me now.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit more. How did Tepo actually grow up, right? And how did you actually find your way into music?
Okay, like I said, I was born in Soweto.
Yes.
I used to basically live with my mother, who's very musically inclined. I'm pretty sure right now she's probably listening, if not this, to music. So yeah, shout out to moms. With that being said, I was raised by her through my primary school. Then I moved to Benoni, where I stayed with my father.
Yeah.
And studied that side. I think that's when I would say I was fully introduced to music and the works of it, besides just listening to it and enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I realized I could actually use it myself to change lives. And yeah, I think it went from me using my dad's computer for games to installing FL Studio. That was actually the first time I realized, oh, this is what they use to make music. And from then on, I just kept going.
So you're not just a musician, you're not just a curator, you're also a record label owner. There's quite a few things that you actually do outside of that. What else is it in music that you actually do that people actually know you for?
So I'm mostly known for engineering the music.
Yeah.
I do work with a lot of artists in the industry that get services from me, such as mixing and mastering, as well as recording, production, direction towards maybe working on a project. I do offer those kinds of things like executive production. So I'm mostly known for that. However, with that being said, there is the passion of music itself, making it. So that's where I end up being an artist as well. But my bread and butter will be actually engineering the music.
That's incredible, man. That is really wonderful. And then let's also go back to how you've actually chosen the genres of music that you actually want to actually take part in, right? R&B being one of them, pop, Afro-pop actually being the next, and modern hip-hop as well. Why specifically those genres of music?
I'll be honest with you, King Sansa, I didn't choose them. They chose me. They chose me. It's what I was exposed to. And my main goal is to use music to basically send a message or basically connect with the audience,
Yeah.
So with that being said, these are the tools and methods I can use because that's what I've been exposed to and that's what they would communicate with me through. So I gravitated towards what I usually listen to, and it's usually those genres. You know, and I am surrounded by musicians, including right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they make those genres as well. So they are influential to my art as well.
That's good, man. You've got a huge social media presence as well, right? Well, 12K just on Instagram. I think that is quite good. You seem like you have a huge following. Is it more so because of what you've actually curated and how you've actually like put yourself out there? How is it that you can actually get so many people, following you and actually understanding who you are?
So it goes from attending events. I do a lot of live sound shows where I'm helping people, and through that, people want to know who's doing that. It's a mixture of my audience being my people that connect to my music, and a mixture of people I've worked with, people who would love to work with me, people who just keep up with me, family and friends as well. So it's a mixture of that, and it's an account that's been growing. I mean, I've been in the music industry or the media and entertainment field, so I would say it goes with that.
Yeah.
It's an accumulation of all those people put together.
Yeah, we still have him in studio. His name is Tirus. Well, I had a little bit of a Google search what Tirus would actually mean. We'll speak about that off air and tell me which one of that you'd actually appreciate to actually go for. Make sure that you actually follow me on social media platforms. On Facebook, it is just Tirus, and also Instagram, Life of Tirus. Don't forget to also follow me as well at I am King Sansa on all the social media platforms. We're still going to speak more about his music, but right now let's play one of your tracks, right? One Time. Please tell me more about that track.
Oh, One Time. Yeah, it's One Time, and as you can tell, it's WAANTIME. If you wanna listen to it after they play it. The song itself was it's a feel-good song, man. It's a song that came about in studio without a plan. It's basically a record of the moment at that time, you know. So it's basically showing appreciation to everyone, the ladies, the guys in the hood, you know. Yeah, pretty much. And it's a testament of how we live, you know. So I would basically say that about the song. A really good song, if you ask me.
King and Queen.
That's for you to judge.
His name is Tirus, and this one is called One Time. You better enjoy it. But then why do you need to look a certain way for people to actually take you seriously, right? Tirus, let's just speak about that, right? Image, when it comes to becoming an artist.
Yeah.
How important is that?
More important than the music at this day and age, I would say.
Yeah.
Because where do they find the music? When last did you go to a store and, hey, I like the cover art of this album, let me just hear what they have.
Yeah.
You know, it's always, hey, this person looks good, this person has that, this person has the latest gold chain, let me hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say image is very important than it plays a good, I would say 30% of an artist. You know, especially when it comes to the introduction phase, you know, how you get introduced to the artist.
But then isn't now that diluting how we actually consume music? Because music is definitely the one place that people can actually run to, right? And then, yes, we are on social media now. The younger generation has become more susceptible to be on social media than anything else. And that's where they pick up all these songs, they pick up all these artists. But then isn't that diluting the actual talent that a person actually has?
It does. It does. Not only that, I mean, you have people who are good at just that one side, the content creation.
Yeah.
And they can easily now become musicians, and they saturate the actual market of musicians.
Yeah.
You know, so it definitely does dilute. I mean, it has its pros and cons. You definitely need to have good PR as an artist. A chocolate needs to be wrapped good, and if you are an artist, you need to take your music serious enough to actually invest in the image. You know, it's not just about writing those bars on your notes and stuff like that. So it has its pros and cons.
That's incredible, man. I really love the fact that you're actually saying that. Like, having your brand look so good becomes the easier way to actually get into people that don't know you. You know, they're like, okay, we like this face. What does it do? Then they go to the music. They're like, they actually looks good together. Let's speak about more of the albums, actually the EPs that you've actually taken out.
Yeah.
Right? Your first EP, Gustavo. Why Gustavo?
Yo. Do you know Gustavo?
Please educate
From
us.
Narcos.
Yeah, please educate the listener.
Not to say much, but we shared characteristics during me making that project. That was when I was actually fresh out of high school and basically making the name for myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say we marketed similar things. Yeah.
He doesn't want to tell us more. He doesn't want to. Tell us how was that received? Because I think it's important when you're an artist and taking up music, especially your introduction into music, right? How was that actually received by every single person out there?
So that was actually done. I recorded that project in a span of 2 years, from 2015 to 16. 2015, I was doing the trick.
Yeah.
So that was actually the shift from CDs to going to online streaming and all that stuff. So I actually had printed a couple CDs of that project, and I had given them away to my family members and stuff. And what that did for me was it kept them reminding me, dude, you should make more of these. Because we love it, we listen to it all the time. And should I have not done that, I think it wouldn't have done that. So it was well received by people, and it actually forced people to push me to make music, because you definitely need that push as an artist. There's a lot of stuff that entails actually making music, and it's easy to just throw in the towel. So it was received well by other people. For me, what it did is it kept me going, It is not, it's a different sound, completely different sound. There were a lot of other songs that were up there and out there, which were taken down. But because of the sentimental value of that project, regardless of the genre and sound, I kept it there.
I'm glad that you didn't actually kill your vibe. And right now, actually speaking about killing his vibe, here's a track by him. It's called Kill My Vibe, and we speak about that.
Nobody finna kill my vibe. 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 Nobody finna kill my vibe.